Hi, Dr. Lisa Thompson of the Digital Marketing Doctor, where it's my practice to help home-based business owners create healthy, profitable, and sustainable online businesses. And I'm coming to you from my home office outside of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. On this edition of The Doctor Is In, I'm going to be sharing with you a very simple yet profound technique that is going to attract customers magically to you, and they're going to want to be around you, and more importantly, they're going to buy whatever you have to sell. So stay tuned. Have you ever wondered why certain home-based business owners are just so amazingly successful? I mean, they put out a status update on Facebook or a YouTube video and it immediately goes viral. You go to an event and they are immediately surrounded by all these people who want their picture taken with them. They want to buy them drinks and they just want to be around them because they're so much fun to be around. Or they have these webinars and their webinars sell out. And when they have a product launch, they have a 5, 6, 7, even 8-figure payday. What are they doing? Well, there's one simple mindset that they employ that separates them from the average business owner, and it is this. Now, I want you to please make sure you get out a pad of paper and a pen and write this down right now. What separates these 6 and 7-figure home-based business owners from the average home-based business owner is this, is that they know clearly who they are and what they stand for. Let me say that again. They know clearly who they are and what they stand for. And a lot of times when you're starting a home-based business, and I was so guilty of this, is that we hide behind marketing tactics because we're afraid to share who we are and what we stand for because we don't have success yet. And we have this perception that we have to be successful and have that success first before we can tell people who we are and what we stand for. And that's completely backwards. What you need to do is clearly communicate now who you are and what you stand for, because it's wired within us. It's biologically wired that we follow the strong. And a lot of times, think back into your life, your personal life. Maybe there were certain friends or a teacher or a coach or maybe a leader like the President of the United States like John F. Kennedy, or a prime minister or a peace activist like Nelson Mandela or Gandhi. You know, those 3 gentlemen have passed before us, but they still continue to inspire people because of their vision that makes them feel good and aspire to be something more. I mean, we always want to follow people who have this clear sense of purpose and this clear sense of who they are, because it makes us see that within ourselves. So who are you and what do you stand for? And what I want to do right now is I want to share with you who I am and what I stand for. I've been working on this over the last couple of days because I've fallen by the wayside with communicating to people really who I am and what I stand for. I've been afraid to share that, but no more. And I'm going to share with you right now who I am. You're going to know the real me here, not the digital marketing doctor. This is just Dr. Lisa Thompson. I am a devoted wife. I have been married to my husband David for 19 years. He's my soulmate, the love of my life, and I thank God every day for him because he has made me a better person. I am a woman of faith. I believe strongly in the power of prayer. I believe that all my prayers are answered. Granted, it's not always in the way that I expect them to be, but God always brings things for good. Everything happens for good. And the way he answers those prayers for me is that he wants me to grow in his will. He put me on this earth at this specific time for a very specific reason. And now I am learning to listen to that and fulfill my purpose. I'm a visionary because I believe that my best work is still yet to come. And one of the things that I am being led to do is I want to take this business And I want to be able to grow this business so that I can pay for a seminarian who wants to be a Catholic priest and doesn't have the finances to do that. I had a great uncle who never married, and his whole dream was to be a Catholic priest, but my family didn't have the money back then during the Great Depression to send him to seminary. So he went to his grave not achieving that dream. And the first time I heard that was at his funeral 10 years ago, and that haunts me to this day. And so I want to be a vehicle for someone that I can benefit. If a young man wants to be a Catholic priest and that's his calling but doesn't have the financial resources, I want to be able to step in and be a benefactor to him so that he can go and fulfill his purpose that God gave him and called him to be. I'm a teacher. I inspire people. I help people discover that untapped potential, that sleeping giant within them, those God-given skills that they have, that maybe they had to set aside because they started a family and they needed to support their family. But I want them to get back and to tap into that again and to share it with the world. I'm a leader because once I help people, these people discover their untapped potential, I want them to see it in themselves and be inspired so that they can use that potential for the good and their purpose that God wants them to be. I am also a learner. I am a passionate learner. I'm always seeking to understand. And then I take what I learn and I passionately and I enthusiastically share it with everyone I know. And finally, I am a developer of the human spirit. I want to be used as a vehicle and tool to help people break the bonds of doubt, debt, and despair, and to lead a purpose-filled life of peace, prosperity, and happiness. That's who I am. That's who I stand for. Now, I encourage you guys today, all of you who watch this video, to take out a pad of paper and a pen and sit down and write out, who are you? What do you stand for? Because when you get clear and you align your business to who you are at your core, people are going to come, you're going to attract the right people to come to you. They're going to flock to you. They're going to want to be around you because you make them feel good. They're going to thank you. They may not be your customers and they may not buy from you now, but they're going to be your supporters, your encouragers. And at some point, they're going to buy from you. And you're going to have this core group that you have helped inspire and that you have been the change that you want to see in the world. So if you found this information helpful today, I want you to leave a comment below this video and share it. And if you need help with crafting who you are and what you stand for, I want you to visit www.digitalmarketingdoctor.com and fill out the Contact Me section. And I'll be more than happy to help you create who you are and what you stand for. This is Dr. Lisa Thompson of the Digital Marketing Doctor. Thank you for watching this episode of The Doctor Is In, and I will talk to you tomorrow.